Hey everybody, and welcome back to Edge of the Wild. You know, hunting big, mature whitetails and having opportunities to harvest big, mature whitetails isn't something that is just during whitetail season. There's a lot that goes into it in all those off months that truly increase your success. From food plots to supplemental feed in the winter months when they really need it the most, to scouting, understanding how these animals move through your property, and being able to be in the right spot at the right time to be able to harvest them. Well, this year we ended up getting an opportunity to pick up a lease in Ohio, and we didn't pick it up until the very beginning of September. So with picking something up that late in the game, with whitetail season coming in at the end of September in Ohio, it really made it challenging, not being able to do all the things that we normally do. The plus to this lease was that friends of ours had had the lease the previous 5 years, so we knew how it was managed. We got a good amount of intel that really helped us, and we knew the caliber of the deer that were on that farm. Once we picked up the lease, Steve and I had headed up to Ohio to get some stands hung, to kind of walk the property, learn as much as we could in a short amount of time, get our cameras going, and try to get a quick inventory of what we had and get ourselves set up somewhat for the rut. Well, when we put the cameras out, the very first deer that we got on one of our cell cameras that evening was a deer that we called Brutus. Well, Harry and David had told us that they had named that buck Colorado. So he became Brutus from Colorado. This buck is just a big old 7-8-year-old deer. He's got trash. Harry and David had both told us that this deer was a bully on the farm, was always fighting, running off other deer. And that deer was the very first picture we had on our camera that night. Seeing that caliber of deer, it really got us excited about the farm and the possibilities that we had just running that camera that very first day. So all four of us on the lease decided to go up the last week of October and hunt the rut. Well, when we got up there, first evening, Steve and I decided to sit together and go sit on where we had Brutus showing up on trail camera. He wasn't showing up every day, and it definitely wasn't always daylight, but we thought, well, it's the best opportunity we've got. Let's go in there. We had a good wind to go sit on him. It had been raining all morning. When I say raining, I mean it was raining. And the rain was supposed to stop early afternoon, and we thought we would have, a good shot of some deer being on their feet and maybe get a shot at Brutus. We got in the stand, and it wasn't raining when we got in the stand. We got in probably around 2:30, and it wasn't raining, and it was about 4 o'clock. The cell came through, and all of us that were in the stand that night, it was blowing 30-40 miles an hour. It was raining sideways. We got absolutely soaked, freezing cold, but the storm, fortunately, was very short. It was about 10-15 minutes of us hanging on to the tree, camera gear all packed away. But once that weather blew through, the deer got on their feet like we thought they would, and what a hunt we had.
shot at the biggest buck of my life. Yeah, it was cornered away a little bit. I think I hit the deer a little far back. I bet he's angling hard enough where I still got a good exit. I'll keep my fingers crossed. We just had an awesome hunt. I mean, an awesome hunt here in Ohio. First day, October 26th.
One of the hardest things to do after you just put an arrow in a big mature whitetail is be patient. Of course, you want to go down there. You want to get to him as quick as you can. Put your hands on him, and sometimes that's the worst thing you can do. With this shot placement, as you can see, Steve was concerned it was a little bit back. The deer was quartering away. We went back, looked at the footage. We felt fairly good that we got up into at least one lung on the deer. We know that it at least got the liver. We knew that it was a fatal shot. But knowing the best thing to do was to wait and give that deer plenty of time. We waited till around lunchtime the next day and then went out there, and luckily we didn't go more than 150 yards, and that's what you want to find at the end of a blood trail.